Got all the cars out of the garage. The RX-7 is up at Cisco's building, so it's stored away up there for now. Got everything cleaned up out of the garage, so I have everything ready for the install. The installer should be here shortly. They gave me a call, said they were on their way, so I want to make sure I got some last minute touches, got the floor all swept up and everything moved out of the way. But we're all ready to go. Oh, look who it is. It's Mr. Bones. How you doing, Mr. Bones? But everything's up and out of the way, so ready for install. So I was expecting a big old monster truck to be delivering this on a flatbed, not just a guy with not even a car hauler trailer, but that's what it is. So here it is, carpet and all. Big day, exciting. Whee! Oh, that wheel don't look good at all. That thing looks like it's going to take that wheel off. You don't know how to back up a trailer.
And this is instructions for that air bottle.
Yeah, I already
And she said that you done when we arrived, but
yeah.
I was looking through because that's the first time I came across that. So.
It actually works pretty slick.
The guys are greasing up the guide blocks, and this is going to allow it for just easier operation and something you don't have to go back and do later.
Well, then you just guide it in and how the rubbers are.
Yep. Plastic, yeah.
So the guys are using the trailer to brace the crossbar while they load the columns into the crossbar.
I'm just gonna get up with it.
You have to go like that.
Okay, you're up. Back.
Like over this.
Oh, you gotta bring her in.
Top of this.
Come on, look at these. Right up there. There you go.
You're going to go through the thing over your head.
Push this way. Go push that bottom hole. Oh, this way. Now get on the building. There we go.
Hold it up on your line.
And then once we got it on there, we put the ramps on there, put the barn jack. Raise it up so you can turn it out here.
Also, that's what I'm running, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the tall version, but it's sitting right there.
Go ahead and move it this way now anyway, since they're up already.
If you won't hold up without these in there.
I'm still gonna go.
Oh, he's good. I don't know if they're gonna slide in or not.
One more that way.
Slide in. Good work, Al. Just get the top straight. Just get the top straight.
Yeah.
Slide it, yeah.
Here, Al.
Go in some, there you go. Pull your nut.
Make sure
I think you need to swing a little bit towards me.
Yeah.
Make sure your rim lashes are good.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, bring it back. I just don't want to tell.
Yeah.
Now
Now
You
it's
got your
in
nut
there.
bars.
Yep. No, leave it.
Are you proposing it now?
Yeah, it's garage, it's in the garage, look it up. Alright. Hold on, hold on.
Good, slap back that way.
Support. Alright. Go back. There we go. Over here.
So all three of these vehicles are yours.
He's drilling in the mounting holes for the accessory air bottle that eliminates the need for a compressor to run the airlocks.
Push across them or what? You mark the lines on it. I'll take stuck off these then.
Yeah. Chris mentioned there's a slot back here. Hold it.
Get that big pressure.
What does your wife say about this? That was hilarious.
Yeah.
What is that? Carbonate.
Yeah.
Rabana.
Yeah, Ravana.
It's actually pretty cool.
No, yeah, it is.
Oh, I can't wait to see the finished product.
You're gonna be in my YouTube video now.
That'll have to, I mean, the small one will have to go.
The red vet will go on top, and the black Gladiator will go underneath.
Because that
And
you drive.
yeah,
Do you drive that a lot?
every now and then. I drove it earlier, like over the weekend. I drove it Monday.
But now that it's winter, you won't probably.
No, I mean, well, depends on how many nice days.
True. But you never know.
Yeah.
That is pretty damn cool.
And then the gold one, I'll bring the gold one back.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put it on top. I'll put the vet underneath. I'll finish the gold one. I'll sell the gold one. I'm selling the blue truck too. So I'll sell those two. And then the joke is I'll buy another one when Molly's not looking.
And then it will just show up in the driveway.
Where did that come from?
All right, well, enjoy your toy.
Yep. Moving.
Not supposed to make that get out file.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Once they all stretched to where they need to be, then you'll.
Yeah, get that tension.
Yeah,
You're not going nowhere.
do I.
Huh?
Do I.
All the way through?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Behind it.
Easy enough? Oh, right on. Smart. Oh, slick. I was thinking it was going to have that. I was thinking it was going to have that round end on the other side, but
One more.
Yeah, I'd say one more up on this corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
these anchor bolts are absolutely massive. And the drill, it's definitely going to get the job done. So the Bendpak 4-post lift is fully installed, and as you can see, the Corvette is on top. The guys helped me make sure that on that first time coming in that everything fit as it should, and that was very helpful. One of the things that I noticed is I definitely wanted to have an approach mirror set up, so I went ahead and got one ordered. It's one of those convex mirrors that gives me a good span as well as a good angle on how everything's going to be as I approach and depart the ramp, so that way I don't have any accidents that happen. If I'm careful, do I need it? No. Is it nice to have? 100%. As you can see, the lift has a generous height. I went ahead and took it as high as I possibly could before going up to that last lock. And when I say last lock, I don't mean last lock on the lift. I still have more room to go. But what I mean is last lock for what I feel comfortable with. So what I did was I made sure that I went as high as I could before the beam gets too close to the hood of the Corvette. And I have to remember that every 4 inches there's a lock. And when you come down on a lock, you're resting, you're not on the hydraulics, but what you need to do is you need to come back off that lock. So not only to where you have it off the lock, but you release from the lock so that you can come back down. So you got to leave yourself a little bit of playroom before you go so high, and then you're like, now how do I come back down? So either way, the lift is up and we're ready to rock. When ordering the lift, I knew that I've got old cars, so old cars like to leak. I don't care how nice they are. I went ahead and got 4 drip trays to go with the car lift, so that way, if anything leaks, I don't have to worry about it coming down on the car below it or on the floor, so that's going to be a definite plus. This system has an airlock release as part of the safety backup system, so it's got a redundancy. I went ahead and ordered the air bottle that you can get to accessorize with the lift. What this does is this makes it to where you don't need to have a compressor to run the airlocks. Not having a big compressor in here, I didn't want to buy an auxiliary compressor to run the airlock. So the air bottle would have cost me about as much as a decent compressor. So this was a win. As you saw in the video, I went ahead and opted to have it bolted to the floor. Now that means I can't move it around on the casters, but truth be told, that would have just been something that I would have done just to do for fun. I really don't see me moving the lift, so bolting it to the floor just made sense. I need to get the shop vac out and clean up all the dust that's on the floor that came from drilling those holes. With regard to the ramps, so that the ramps can hang on the lift while the door is closed, as well as the door cycling, and I'm not going to have any kind of problem. And what they'll do is they just scoot right on out the door. So that way I can operate everything without having to take them on and off and mess around with that. But if I'm going to be pulling an SUV in here or something with a little bit higher roof line, I need to make sure that I pull them so I don't damage the vehicle. If I have a smaller car like, say, the Vet or the RX-7 coming in on the bottom, shouldn't really be a problem. I'm glad Mr. Bones was here to supervise those guys doing the work. I was out here a lot too, but when I was grabbing a meal or I had to have something to do, this guy right here, he was a big part of the team to make sure everything got taken care of as it needed to be. Thanks, Mr. Bones. One of the things that I noticed that I need to do is do some better lighting underneath the lift. The lift casts such a great shadow underneath it that it makes it to where the light underneath there is pretty dim. So I want to make sure that I get decent lighting over there. One of the things that I always make sure is that I have good lighting. So I have those 3-fin style LED lights all over the garage, and they cast a ton of light. Made it to where I didn't have to do the old school fluorescent bulbs that I would normally put into a garage or shop. So I've been looking at options, and there's some under the rail style that would go here on both sides. You can even have it run along the crossbars, but that would make it to where everything would be very bright under here, and it kind of jazzes the place up so that it gives it like one more of those cool factors. Thank you for watching today's episode on the installation of the Bendpak 4-post lift. I hope you liked it, and if you would, leave a comment, hit the like button. It really pushes the video to the algorithm and exposes new people. So until next time, Rob's Garage.